What's up, everybody? We are here today. Ooh-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
And
Yeah.
we don't like Nazis.
No, fuck
God
Nazis.
damn it.
Because, I mean, it's weird we grew up on movies where Russia and Nazis were the enemy, and now
In
they're
everything.
coming together in a cinematic universe of reality where the Russians and the Nazis are a thing again. And just like that, we're talking about movies, people.
So we're getting away from reality and diving into the world of film.
Yeah, we're going to be reflecting on the many movies that we've seen so far this year, mostly summer movies, and then kind of look at, there's a list online of movies coming up, see if there's anything that, you know, kind of looks interesting, and then we might play some UMC at the end.
I was watching Collider talk about their favorite movies of the summer, and they were really kind of shitting on the summer movies. I didn't get it. I thought this
They
year was,
forget last year?
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Last year was
ridiculous.
fucking terrible.
I mean, as far as box office wise, this year didn't kill it like last year did. Like last year fucking killed it. I mean, the movies that kill it are horrible movies, which came out last year. So it's not weird that a bunch of shitty movies made a lot of money last year.
I think the only thing holding it back was fucking that Transformers didn't make the fucking uber billions that it usually had before.
Nothing this year. I mean, none of the movies.
Guardians 2 did well. Spider-Man
they all
did well.
did well, but they didn't do like 300 million. Like a lot of them are just over 100 million to 200 million.
That's just domestic, though.
Sure, but you know, yeah, I'm just saying domestic compared to last year.
Yeah.
Last year killed it. Batman vs Superman fucking killed it. Suicide Squad fucking killed it. Fucking huge movies.
They killed a lot
and
of
they
things.
were the worst things of last summer.
They killed a lot
So
of things.
I watched a lot of independent movies last summer. That's how awesome the summer movies were last summer. I went and saw a bunch of cool independent movies. So we've seen a bunch of movies.
Yeah, but we also saw Goat last year.
Yeah, there was a lot of shitty movies last year. I'm not saying Goat was a shitty movie.
You know, I just looked that up on IMDb.
Mm-hmm.
Certified fresh. Like 78 or something.
Yeah, I mean, some people like some movies. Doesn't mean everybody's going to get them.
True.
Listen,
I was just surprised at that.
I just said the two movies, highest grossing movies of last year, were dog shit.
They're both
Dog
at like
shit
25%.
movies. So I don't know what makes money. I'm broke. I don't know what makes money. But if I just made stupid shit and like maybe changed our voices or some shit, pitched it up or something, like just do some really stupid gimmicky shit, probably be raking in the money. But I have integrity. Like, you know, I'm not gonna fucking.
I'm not gonna make Transformers 27. Fuck you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make dog shit that for some reason people love. And those were rated horribly, but the fans were like, "Fuck you, Rotten Tomatoes! I'm gonna go see it 5 times, and I'm gonna come 6, boom, twice at least." Yeah. So what was your out of the movies? I listed them on the board there. Of the movies that we saw, the first one was probably Kong, Skull Island, or John Wick, somewhere around there. One of those two was.
Right, Logan.
Or Logan was early. Get Out was pretty early in the year. It was like February.
Logan and Get Out were around the same time.
Yeah. And then the most recent one we saw was it Atomic Blonde? Was the last one we saw?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Big Sick, independent movie. Pretty much one of the Baby Driver, kind of a low budget movie also. Free Fire. It Comes at Night. So we did see some low budget
think for
movies.
me, like, are we doing like top 5?
I don't know. We can they're different kinds of movies.
I would say
mean,
without putting them in order, my
yeah.
favorites, my favorite 5 pretty much, Baby Driver, Guardians, War, Dunkirk.
I could not put Dunkirk at the top.
And
It's like John Wick 2, Baby Driver.
Get Out, maybe?
I don't know if they're like in order, but as far as like great movies that were also fun to watch,
Dunkirk
Baby
wasn't
Driver.
fun to watch, but
and there's editing problems. I don't think that movie's like a fucking gem. It wasn't like the high watermark of the year. It was good. It looked amazing, but the editing was fucked.
It'd probably be
The editing
like
was
my
fucked.
fifth, but
I mean, it's up there for sure. It's, I mean, way above Wonder Woman. As far as like my lowest, like Wonder Woman, It Comes at Night, would be at the bottom of the list.
Atomic Blonde would
Atomic
be
Blonde.
there too.
Atomic Blonde would be, yeah, those three would probably. Alien Covenant was pretty bad.
It was whatever. Like I would say my bottom.
I mean, Wonder Woman was. I mean, it wasn't horrible. I mean, it was the best DC movie we've seen in years.
My bottom three would probably be It Comes at Night, Atomic Blonde, and I did not see Free. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, we did.
That
was the gunfight movie in a warehouse.
I was about to say that.
Just
That
a
movie's
super
fine.
basic movie.
And then I'd probably bottom.
What'd you put? Wonder or It Comes
Atomic
at Night?
Blonde,
Atomic Blonde.
It Comes at Night, and then
So we did full reviews of all these
maybe
movies.
Alien.
Maybe.
Maybe that's gonna be in my bottom three.
Yeah.
But I thought it was fine. It was
Sure.
It had
We saw a lot of good movies.
terrible, but it was
just
fine.
was boring, and like there was.
And they were dumb. They
It
were really
was
dumb people.
It was not much more exciting for me than Prometheus was. But you like Prometheus.
I
but
like
you
Prometheus.
didn't like this one as
more,
much.
way more than I liked this.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. Yeah.
But yeah, that Free Fire for me was like it was
right.
fine.
It was a fun, like,
It was a
just, I mean, it's a basic premise. Takes place in a warehouse.
I love the action in John Wick
Shootout.
2, but I mean that's not enough of a movie to get
I
my
like-
top 5.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I like John Wick 2 better than, like, if we were doing a flick chart thing on it. Like, and if it was up against Logan, I go John Wick.
I think I would go Logan on that.
Against Kong, I go Kong.
Yeah,
Free
I go
Fire, I go John Wick.
Oh yeah.
Guardians, pretty even. We saw them around the same time too, didn't they? Come out around the same time.
No, Guardians
Different-
came out way
I mean,
later.
Guardians a little bit.
John Wick 2
They're
is
very
early in the
similar.
year.
Those would be close to me. That would be a tough one. I'd have to go the judges
I'd
probably.
go Guardians
Easily,
over that.
easily beats John Wick. Easily beats Alien.
Yes.
Easily beats Wonder Woman.
Yes.
Easily beats It Comes at Night. Atomic Blonde. Big
say it's
Sick, better movie. I think it beats Dunkirk. War is better. Spider-Man. I'd probably go John Wick over Spider-Man. Baby Driver better. Get Out better. So I think it's right. It's probably 5. I think 5 things beat
Yeah, I
6.
think it'd be like 6 for me or something.
It's way up there though. But yeah,
What's your favorite so far?
I
this
mean,
year?
Baby Driver is kind of like it hit a similar note that Swiss Army Man did
Yeah.
last year. Because it's like it's super like the fact that everything's choreographed to the music made it feel like super lighthearted, like or a lighter movie. It wasn't super dark,
Even though it was
even though it is kind of
dealing
a dark.
with, yeah, some.
But it's like and very musical. Like he's dancing in like scenes where there's not even music. Like every time he's home, he's dancing with his blind stepdad or foster dad or whoever it was. Deaf, right? The other one. So probably like that one. Just like I'm probably gonna revisit that a lot. Kong was a fucking shitload of fun. Like surprisingly for like a monster movie. Let's see, but my favorite, I think probably Baby Driver. Yeah, just because it's fun. I mean, Get Out was fucking amazing. So that could be like a number 2 or number 3.
yeah.
But it just like genre wise, like Baby Driver, I don't know how many times I'm gonna revisit Get Out. Like for sure, if anybody like if I'm ever hanging out and somebody hasn't seen Get Out, it's like, oh, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
It's like this is a great movie. But same thing with Baby Driver though. Although it's weird, like I stopped subscribing to this one movie podcast because it was like pretty regularly I didn't agree with the two hosts on their movie tastes, or for sure one of them and I don't know. And after I stopped listening, I think they did a Baby Driver, and I'm pretty sure it was negative towards, or I just missed an episode or some shit, or somebody was talking shit about, one of the hosts was talking shit about Baby Driver. They didn't like it. Which I was like, that's insane. I don't even want to listen to whoever has that opinion of that fun movie.
Yeah, it was just
Like I can see maybe somebody I can see people like super bro dudes probably not liking it, like somebody that's just into Transformers and fucking.
Is that your favorite Edgar Wright movie? Because it's so
maybe.
it's so
I mean,
vastly different from like the Cornetto trilogy.
Yeah, but it's different.
But Shaun of the Dead's like my favorite zombie movie.
Yeah, it's hard.
So
he makes really good movies.
Yeah.
So that's tough. I don't know if it's my favorite because they are different. It's definitely his most different of them all, but still has the same flavor of all of his movies as far as like they're really sharp edited. There's always a music related scene.
I wonder what Ant-Man would have been had he not, because he was originally, I think he even shot some of it.
Yeah, I think when I remember listening to a review, it was probably Slash Filmcast, and they were like they could tell which scenes were done by him because they had his flavor. I don't remember what scenes they are, so I'm sure there's chunks of like sequences that are very Edgar Wright-esque. But I mean, I love that movie too.
Yeah,
that was a lot of fun. But yeah, so what was your favorite? Did you say your favorite?
Mine was definitely Baby Driver.
Spider-Man was amazing.
Yes.
It's cool seeing a superhero movie that was like like the 80s kind of teen comedy genre.
It's very
except for a
John
boat getting
Hughes.
cut in half. It's the only thing really.
That's not how boats work.
It's stupid. And it frustrates me that like I've not heard a critique on that. Yeah, and War, the last of the I think
it's the last of
at least that trilogy. They might still do more.
It's the last of Caesar's arc.
Yeah.
Because that was all three of those movies.
Mm-hmm.
It was on Caesar, and his whole evolution from birth to death.
Some of the best like facial acting and CG ever.
Not a whole lot of dialogue. Didn't need to be.
Yeah, that's why like
a lot of people
like out of War of the Planet of the Apes and Dunkirk, which for that reason are very similar, like very little dialogue.
Yeah.
War to me is like way better than Dunkirk. Like Dunkirk
was way more of an
really
enjoyable movie.
Sure. I mean, it was still. I mean, there were comedic moments in it, but it's still like a bummer movie.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bummer moments in it. Dunkirk definitely stressful. I just think the big problem with Dunkirk was the editing. And it wasn't a huge problem, but it was confusing during the movie. It was
confusing while watching.
So that hurt it a little bit. It hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
Which, is fine. But it's there's a lot of great movies. But tonally kind of, I would go War of the Planet of the Apes and Dunkirk.
All right. Out of the comic book movies.
So are we including Atomic Blonde as comic book?
Yeah, sure, I guess.
Spider-Man. John Wick is based on a comic book?
I don't believe it is, but I think that they are making comics now.
Based on...
Yes.
Which basically everything.
Well, just telling the story of his world.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I mean...
Yeah. Like, there's comics for every kind of movie like that where they just like...
Yeah, if it wasn't based on something else, they make something about it.
Yeah. Like, there's Indiana Jones comic books.
I've got an Army of Darkness comic book. I've got 4 Return of the Jedi framed...
comic book. So Guardians.
There's
Wonder
Woman, Logan.
I mean Guardians. I think, right? Is there anything better than Guardians? I mean, assuming John Wick's not a comic, Guardians would be it easily.
Yeah,
I like Logan would probably be number 2.
Well, what about Spider-Man?
Oh, Spider-Man number 2, Logan number 3. And then
they're all real close.
And then Atomic Blonde, Wonder Woman on the bottom.
I would say Wonder Woman's better than Atomic Blonde.
Yeah. That's where I would disagree. It's I don't know. I'd rather watch Atomic Blonde than Wonder Woman.
I'd rather watch
just for that one
scene in Atomic
Blonde. Exactly.
There was a couple scenes in Wonder Woman that I liked.
Nah,
it was a good enough movie.
Nah, it was definitely a good enough movie to be the best DC movie that they've made, but it's for me, comic books, that would be at the bottom of my list. Yeah. Let's see what other kind of. There were how many sequels were there? Alien
was a sequel. War was a sequel.
Spider-Man, kind of. I mean, universe.
I mean that's just
whatever.
a universe, but it was his debut in the.
It was part. I mean, there were references to. I mean, it took place after, so
Civil
it's kind of a
War.
sequel.
Yeah, maybe. Ish.
And the loose world of universes. I mean, it used to be trilogies were the thing, and now it's universes. So, Logan, John Wick.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your favorite sequel? Guardians was a sequel.
Guardians is a sequel.
I guess Wonder Woman sequel.
I see.
Part of
That's
the
why I
universe?
don't like the loose. So I don't think Spider-Man counts as a sequel,
Okay.
and I don't think Wonder Woman counts as
Okay.
a sequel.
So then just War of the Planet of the Apes, and then Alien, Guardians,
And Logan and John Wick.
John Wick.
Best sequel.
I mean, Logan technically isn't a fucking sequel either.
Yeah,
it's
it
part
is.
of a universe.
Was
But,
he had like the Wolverine and then Logan.
oh, okay.
Like so, he had his own movie. So this is a sequel.
It's just the only one worth watching.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
I would say the best sequel between Guardians and War.
Yeah.
I mean, John Wick 2, I loved it, but I still
Yeah.
think John Wick 1 is better.
As a sequel, sure, but I think Guardians 1 is better.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but I still love John Wick 2. The fact that it was a sequel and it had so much, like, for me, a lot of anticipation going up. It could only fuck up. Like, it could have easily been like,
yeah, we'd have been like,
they fucked it
they
up.
took
It's so
something
horrible.
awesome and
But they didn't.
no.
They went farther with it and worked, and so I like that. Yeah, I'd probably go War just because, for sequel's sake, like, it's one of the best fucking trilogies ever made, and it's probably the best of the trilogy. Maybe the second one is a little bit better. Wouldn't be surprised if the second one's
The
a little
second
bit better.
one's maybe a little bit better.
I
with
just think
the
technically
whole
this one's
Koba
fucking
thing,
amazing.
but
Yeah.
I like the way it wrapped up, and yeah, it's. Well, I mean,
Mhm.
technology gets better every time.
Yeah, but there's still movies that are made with that technology that look like dog shit from 2 decades ago.
True.
So, I mean, just because you buy a fucking sports car doesn't mean you know how to fucking drive it. Or buy a gun, for that matter. Because you can't drive a gun, fuckers. Unless it's a tank.
That is
Yeah.
driving guns.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'd probably go War for best sequel. Guardians is right up there. I mean, it's like War, Guardians, and John Wick are the top 3 easily.
I mean, I know.
Even including the
I can't believe
the
I
other ones.
haven't really seen any of them again. Like, I mean,
They
some of them
haven't
are
come
just
out yet.
coming out, and
I
None
don't know
of them
if
are on
John Wick's out
Netflix.
yet. Get Out's out. I mean, it's out on, like, you could buy it. It's not like
Yeah.
streamable or anything,
Aliens.
which just makes
you
sense.
can buy Guardians. You can buy.
Yeah,
Kong
I mean,
you can buy.
as far as like streaming and shit,
Logan
it
you can
usually
buy.
takes a little longer. Usually, sometimes it's pretty quick. But I mean, baby,
It seemed pretty
or,
quick for like Doctor Strange and Civil War to get on Netflix, though. But maybe I
Not
just
really.
wasn't paying attention.
no, it took a little while. It took a while. It's just we forgot about them because there wasn't a whole lot of movies last summer. But yeah, those were 2 decent ones from last year. Yeah. All right. Anything else you want to mention on any of the movies?
What movies are coming up? Have you heard?
Well, there's a list that we'll go through. There's 20, and there's
Yeah.
some of them I haven't, but there's a bunch that I have. So we'll go through them and we'll talk about and see.
Yeah, because I'm
See which ones.
interested to see what's coming up because I
Yeah.
know I'm
And
excited.
it doesn't have everything. There's definitely some stuff. There's something coming out, I think, this week or next week. That one,
Logan Lucky.
yes,
I've
that
heard
one's
that.
coming out.
I've heard good things about that.
I've heard people
But I
excited
haven't.
to watch it.
I haven't watched
heard
a
any.
review,
Yeah.
but
I haven't heard
I've
anybody that's
people
seen it.
saying that it's like in their top 5 for their summer movies. So
Yeah, I'm definitely.
it's got Adam Driver.
It's definitely tapering off just
Kylo
because
Ren.
school's back in.
Yeah.
So it's like, the bulk of the summer movies are done.
Well,
But that one will
here
probably be
come
one.
the Oscar movies. Soon.
But then, but there's still some summer-like movies that are coming out.
yeah, because I'm excited
like-
about Thor
Yeah,
Ragnarok.
that's one of them.